market is here and people are making loads and loads of money. That is why in this video, we're going to talk about the Solana ecosystem, more specifically, the Jupiter project and the token and how you can make money with the project and using the Jupiter platform. So if you remember, Jupiter had a massive airdrop, one of the most successful when it comes to money, the amount of wallets, the amount of hype ever that's happened in the crypto industry. And that's what happened last month towards the end of January as Solana DEX's Jupiter token to debut with 1.35 billion circulating supply. Jupiter, a Solana-based decentralized trading aggregator, was scheduled to launch on January 31st, and the token will have an initial maximum supply of 1.35 billion tokens. And this was close to 1 million wallets getting airdropped the Jupe token. So massive, massive success. Now, if you're not familiar with what Jupiter is, I did mention they're the leading decentralized exchange aggregator on Solana. And by volume, they've been #1 across all chains as well. So a little bit about Jupiter, how it works. Jupiter is a decentralized crypto exchange designed for the Solana blockchain. The platform aggregates liquidity from various sources in the Solana ecosystem to provide the best prices and minimize slippage when trading. Here are some of the ways it works. Liquidity aggregation. Jupiter sources liquidity from major Solana DEXs such as Saber and Radium, among others. This aggregation helps provide users with optimal prices and minimal slippage. Number 2, optimize swap transactions. Through intelligent routing, Jupiter optimizes swap transactions across Solana liquidity sources, aiming to secure the best prices for users. Third, trading features. The platform offers various trading features such as limit orders to execute trades at a specific price and decentralized perpetual and futures trading to speculate on crypto price movements. And finally, interoperability. Jupiter provides an internal bridge facilitating asset transfers between Solana and other blockchains, thereby increasing the total interoperability. Now, as far as the Jupe token, it's mainly a governance token, and we'll get into what else the Jupe token is going to do here in a little bit, but this is from the Jupiter account on X. So the state of Jupiter in 2024, so far, most used trading platform in DeFi, direct 80% of organic volume, most used program in Solana, top 2 by volume on CoinGecko, most integrated platform on Solana, and one of the top per platforms with 1.4 billion in volume just a couple weeks ago. Speaking of volume and liquidity, they just got listed on Bybit as well, one of the most popular platforms for perpetual and futures trading. Bybit to welcome Jupe token to its spot and derivatives platforms. And then we have this tweet from the founder. His handle is We're Meow. Now that the launch period is over, my main focus in the coming weeks is going to be kickstarting the third crucial component of Jupiter, Jupiter United Planet. JUP represents the core community of Jupiter and will have 3 main aspects. Space Cadets for proactive, helpful community members interested in improving Jupiter and advancing from the meta. Ecosystem Working Group. It's an inclusive group of community leaders working on key ecosystem projects like token lists and facilitating grants, LFG projects. This group will be funded by the Jupiter DAO. And finally, the Jupiter DAO. Initial mandate for the DAO will be to drive Jupiter, Solana, and the meta forward. One of the first set of things the DAO will do will be to approve LFG projects and approve working group and other budgets, which leads me to this from TradingView. Solana's Jupiter reveals 3 token candidates for their next launchpad. The LFG Launchpad is Jupiter's initiative to grow the pie by helping great projects get the awareness, community, and users to thrive in the long term. As a result, the founder presented 3 OG Solana projects to the community that could be part of the next Launchpad. The first one is Sanctum, which is a liquid staking service with experience building the first SPL program used by stake pools and liquidity sources like unstake.it. The next project, Sharky, is an expanding NFT collateralization platform on Solana that allows NFT holders to borrow and lend against NFTs to acquire leverage or to earn yields. Closing the list is the cross-chain infrastructure provider dBridge, and is presented as a project that allows users to trade assets across chains in seconds without the need for wrapped assets or liquidity pools. Since LFG is a community initiative where Jupiter's team should play no role, it is up to the Solana users to discuss and decide if any projects are suitable for launch in the LFG platform. So that is a little background about Jupiter and what the token is doing and some things to look forward to. Now I'm going to send it to Forrest, who's going to talk to you about the platform and how you can use Jupiter to make money for yourself.
Awesome. Yeah. So in order to use Jupe, obviously you got to go to the website jupe.ag. That's the URL, jup.ag. Then obviously we need a Solana Web3 wallet. I'm going to use Phantom for this example. Although you could use something like Backpack and Phantom are the two best. So you can kind of see I've got my test wallet here. We do have some tokens here. We've got some liquid staking token, LST, and some Jupiter perps, right? So then I'm going to go to the top right corner. I'm going to connect my wallet. I'm going to select Phantom, and we are connected. You may have to approve a brief message or brief sign if it's your first time connecting to the site. So I've got some LST, which is essentially just liquid staked Solana. It's like having staked Solana. It accrues yield. So I'm going to actually swap that out to let's just swap that out to straight up Solana for our first swap here. So you can see I've got 7.26 LST. I'm going to just take one of those and I'm going to swap it for Solana. I'm going to select swap and confirm. You can see the network fee is 0.00008 Solana. It's very, very cheap in comparison to something like Uniswap. It's going to take a couple seconds here. And once that goes through, it took like maybe 3 seconds, 5 seconds at most. We've got some Solana now. So I could have swapped that for any token on the Solana network. I can swap my SOL now for anything on the Solana network. I could swap it for USDC, USDT, WIF, Bonk. So let's just say I've got some Solana and, maybe I'm bullish on Bonk. So if you want to get charts for all these tokens that are on Solana, you need to go to birdeye.so. This is like the DEX tools of Solana. Now, DEX tools, I think, has integrated Solana, but birdeye.so, this is where you're going to be able to get most of the charts. So I'm looking at the Bonk chart. I could be looking at JLP, we'll get into that in just a second. I could be looking at the LST chart, which obviously looks a lot like the Solana chart because it's basically pegged to Solana plus built-in 8% APY. So let's just say I want to buy some Bonk. Let's buy some Bonk. I could swap straight up for Bonk, right? I could use half, I could use max, I can use any amount of the Solana that I have to swap for Bonk. But let's just say I want to DCA in. I could go in and set a DCA order in for Bonk. And let's just say I want to buy Bonk every minute for the next, let's just call it the next 5 minutes. Well, I've got $106 worth of Solana, and that's just going to break it into essentially $20 orders, $21 orders. It's going to give me the breakdown here. I could also enable a pricing strategy. I could say, only buy Bonk if it's, within this price range. I could set a max price, a minimum price, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to start that DCA. And over the next 5 minutes, it's going to be DCAing in one Solana into Bonk. Now, I could do that every day. I could do that every hour, every week, every month. I could also go in and set a limit order for Bonk. So let's just say I want to buy Bonk, but only if it drops to, however many zeros, 0.000011. I could go and put an order in for 0.3 Solana. It's like $32. And I could place that limit order in. So these are all features that Jupiter is capable of doing because the gas fees are so low and the transaction times are so fast that, Uniswap or Ethereum, other chains are just not capable of doing these things. Of course, they have a bridge feature. We're not going to be bridging any assets to Solana, but say you're on Ethereum, right? You could use their bridge feature to transfer funds from Ethereum to Solana. And then last but not least, we could trade on leverage, right? Let's just say we want to take out a leveraged long on Solana. We could go to 0.1 Solana. We could say let's go in on 7.1x leverage long Solana, and we're long Solana once this transaction goes through. Essentially 7.1x leverage. We can close that trade out later. Obviously, there's some risk there because we are using leverage, but this is like using Bybit or any other, exchange derivatives exchange platform. It's just allowing you to do it in a decentralized manner. Last but not least, if we go to this button right here, earn 160%, the fees that are taken from this product, this perpetuals product where we could long Solana, Ethereum, or wrapped Bitcoin, we could provide liquidity to that by buying JLP. JLP is the Jupiter LP token, and it earns 70% APY on top of being backed by the underlying liquidity, which is a basket of stablecoins, wrapped Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana in these target percentages. So you look at the JLP chart; it's been pretty nice. Why? Because it's giving 160% APY right now. So and that's from the rev share. So I could go buy some JLP. So if I've got some Solana here, let's just say I want to buy a little bit of JLP because it's going to give me that rev share. I can just buy JLP, and now I'm earning fees that accrue to the JLP token. So there's a lot of neat features within Jupiter. Jupe.ag is the website. Yeah, go check it out.
Thank you for that, Forrest.
Back over to David.
I do want to mention there is another airdrop coming in January of 2025. And what Forrest just went over are some of the things that you're going to want to do if you want to qualify for that second airdrop for the Jupiter token. We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know, are you going to be using Jupiter to make money for yourself? Let us know in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to Sin City Crypto, and we'll see you next time. Take care.